Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to. Because, something bad happened in the other ones.
We hid ourselves in fake wooden horse, and they thought it was a peace gift, and they took that peace gift into their podcast studios, and they fell asleep. And in the middle of the night, we snuck out and we killed them. Very dishonorable of us, but it had to be done.
I was actually going to say that they got a little too big for their britches and pretended they were royalty and were killed by some very upset patrons
Look,
of belief.
if you're a
but
if you're a podcast that believes that you have the merit to do a live show, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get got.
I think we should do a live show one day, but just in like some parking lot, just an empty parking lot.
An empty parking. I would like that. I think
Yeah.
that'd be fun. What's the one where Nolan goes to see his movies that is like really dangerous parking lot, but he still goes to see it anyway?
I don't know.
Well, apparently that theater that he goes to see his movies in LA is in a shitty pot town, and we should just record something from that parking lot until we are robbed.
We should do it in like a Taco Bell parking lot.
Taco Bell
Taco
while we're
Bell,
eating.
a Taco Bell parking lot.
Are we mukbanging in the Taco Bell parking lot?
No, we should do it live, like from our a car, and like during the podcast, we'll go to the drive-through.
Do you really want to fly down to the States right now?
No, you come up here.
I come up. All right, we'll do a little Canada.
Yeah,
Toronto? That's
Toronto.
the Detroit. That's the Detroit of Canada, I hear.
come up for TIFF. They're going to give me a press pass. I know because I applied, and frankly, they would be very terrible mistake for them to not grant me the press pass.
What does TIFF stand for?
Toronto International Film Festival.
It's a mouthful. Can I come dressed like? Can I go to TIFF dressed like this? Can I just be the most dressed down bitch at TIFF?
I think so. I only
Okay.
applied for me to go though. So you'd have to pay. You'd have to buy tickets.
I would just can we do what was the Matt Damon conjoined twin movie? The
Stuck
Can
stuck
we do
on
it-
you.
Can we do a Stuck on You where we show up and we're just stuck on each other? Because then they look like assholes.
Hey, we should do a Trojan horse. I'll get a really big suit.
This sounds just like another form of the trench coat.
No, I'll just get a really big suit and you just hide in it. I'll say I got a hunchback.
I still like the conjoined twins. I'm not gonna yes and you because I like the conjoined twins bit. I think we should do that.
That's offensive to conjoined twins.
No, it's not. Conjoined twins love that shit.
I don't think they do. That's
think
cultural.
they do.
That's cultural appropriation.
No.
Yeah.
No. Are you telling me conjoined twins don't like the three-legged races?
They like those because they have an advantage. They're used to it.
So, but are they mad when like a non three-legged person wins?
No, because a non-three-legged person actually has a disadvantage in a three-legged race. So if they win, they did it on skill.
Wow. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I still think conjoined twins would be into this. If you're a listener to Stand and Watch, if you're a standee and you happen to have a fellow standee attached to you, please chime in. I'm Nick, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Matt.
Steve, standees, as always.
Yep.
Love you.
Let's get Steve.
See, Steve,
We'll
boy.
be triple.
Triple conjoined.
Yeah. If
Has that
Steve
ever
was
happened?
if Steve was involved, then I would consider the conjoined twins.
Now I always get bummed out when I start talking about conjoined twins, and then I think about like the conjoined babies that were conjoined at the head. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm referring to?
I think so.
Like it wasn't like they were conjoined like cheek to cheek, but like top of the skull to top of the skull. And maybe it was, I remember seeing something on TLC, or maybe it was an early internet thing, but like these twins having to have a surgery to be disconjoined, and like the likelihood of them both surviving was very low. And it just bums me out. And I'm bringing it up now to bum everybody else out.
How do conjoined twins have sex?
How?
Yeah.
There are some women that pop up. There's two sisters that pop up on Reddit every once in a while. And I think they're both married now. But
Because
I think
I've seen
one
this.
got married.
I've seen like conjoined twins who are married to different people. I'm like, how does that
Yeah.
work?
I think you're just in the room. I think you're just in the room, and like maybe you put earmuffs on, or maybe you're just like,
But you're not just in the room. You're like right in there.
yeah, but they're doing, but also you have to realize these twins have done everything together for, well, let's say they're 25 and they get married. These twins have done everything up to that point together.
But like, what if one twin doesn't like the husband?
I'm sure that's a thing. I'm sure, but also you have to like keep it to yourself. It's just like not being a conjoined twin, and like
I'm sure
not liking
it's a lot
sibling
harder for a
spouse.
conjoined twin though, because you got to be, do they share private parts? Do they have their own?
What I want to know is, do they share emails?
Surely they must.
Because what's the point of like, all right, get off Gmail, Sandy. I need to check my Gmail. It's like, I would just have the same Gmail.
What if they're like like they have a completely different skill set? Like, what if one is more suited to being like an accountant and the other one's a mechanic? They have to choose which job are we going to do? Because they can't just be like, I'll go be a mechanic. Well,
Maybe they work for like a conglomerate that has accountants and mechanics.
how do they do that? How do they do that at the same time?
They split their days.
They split their days.
The mechanic twin has to learn how to be an accountant, and the accountant twin has to learn how to be a mechanic. I'm sure these are all things Matt Damon had to learn about to get ready for his role in Stuck on You, the 2005 hit.
Was it a
Smash
hit?
It was a smash hit.
You know who never had to think about those things? Sean Connery.
No, he did not. The only thing stuck to him was mutton chops.
I don't think those were stuck. I think he grew those.
Yeah, those are stuck to him.
Well, I wouldn't say stuck is the wrong word. I think
This beard on me right now is
it's not
stuck.
It's not stuck to you. It's part of you.
But it's stuck. But it's stuck to you. Like,
It's not stuck to you. Like nobody says my hair is stuck to me. It's
yeah,
part.
they
It's
do. If it's
it's
like,
part of you. It's growing out of you. It's not stuck to you. It is you.
it's not going anywhere, so therefore it is stuck.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere either. Am I stuck? Am I stuck with you?
You are.
God
Sad
damn
to
it.
say,
God,
you are.
God damn it.
You've tied your rope to the densest anchor ever created.
Son of a bitch.
If I had known,
If
when I put out those feelers for a co-host, if I had known,
if only I had
those few years
known.
ago,
If only I had known.
he said yes to both ideas, and I was like, okay, I guess we're doing
I
this.
didn't even ask where he was from.
I knew he wasn't Canadian, but I should have asked still.
Should have asked which state.
Yeah, we don't do much reading here in Missouri. Yeah. Speaking of Sean Connery, we're doing The Man Who Would Be King.
Yes, and
A
you
movie-
might be wondering, well, if what is this? They've been talking so much about Matt Damon and the Odyssey. This movie does connect because this movie is about two men following the same path as famous Greek Alexander the Great.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! You segued us.
Yeah.
You did it perfectly too.
Yeah, yeah. It's like they
Have we-
always it's like they always say, if a Greek can do it, so can we.
My favorite line of the movie. Have we done an episode of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
We have not.
We have not. For some reason, I keep thinking we have, and I was like, I was looking for an "Oh brother, where art thou" joke, but I just wanted to bring that movie up anyway, so people knew that I was cultured. But I have the wiki up for The Man Who Would Be King. I'll read a few of these paragraphs here. Maybe not all of them, depending on how many big words there are. The Man Who Would Be King is a 1975 epic historical adventure film. I would also add comedy in there, honestly. Directed by John Huston, adapted by Huston and Gladys Hills from Rudyard Kipling's 1888 novella.
Do you say Huston?
Is it Huston?
Isn't it Houston? Isn't it Houston?
I've heard it both ways. Houston. We'll say Houston. We'll say Houston for the sticklers in the room.
I mean,
Stars
one of
Sean
us is
Connery
wrong.
and Michael Caine in the leading roles. Two rogue ex-soldiers who set off from late 19th century British India in search of adventure and end up in a faraway Confiristan. Yep, there it is. No, wait, that is an R. Where one is taken for a god and made their king. The supporting cast includes Syed Jaffrey, Shakira Kane, and Christopher Plummer as Kipling, giving a name to the novella's anonymous narrator. An adaptation of Kipling's novella was a long-time passion project for Houston, with a development beginning in late 1950s. Clark Gable and Humphrey Bogart were originally cast or were in mind for leading roles. Shooting took place on location in Morocco and France, and at Pinewood Studios in England. The musical score was composed by Maurice Jarre. Whatever. Premiered 1975 at the Tehran International Film Festival. That one's called TIFF as well. Look at that. You guys are gonna need a new acronym. It was released.
Maybe they should get the new acronym.
On December 17th. It received positive reviews from critics who praised Houston's direction and the performance of Connery and Caine. It was also a commercial success, nominated for 4 Oscars at the 48th Academy Awards, including Best Adapted Screenplay. Both Connery and Caine have considered the movie their favorite of all they have worked on. Yeah. Smell test. And you can't really smell too many of these people because just about all of them are dead.
Let's see. We've never done Connery. I don't think we've ever done any of these people.
Do we want to do a living actor?
Do we do Michael Caine?
Oh, hold on. I got a kid screaming my name.
Okay. And look at that. It's almost like you weren't even gone.
No, it never happened. Who are we doing for a smell test? We doing Caine?
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. I followed you. I told him I'd protect you and I didn't. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wayne.
Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
He's I don't think we're gonna have Michael Caine for much longer. I don't want to be
why do you gotta say things like this?
He's 93 years old, everybody.
I know, but you don't have to speak that evil into the world.
Let's see. Personal life, political views.
That's Nigel Powers, for God's sake.
There's two things.
There's two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other cultures and the Dutch.
It's such a simple joke. Such a stupid joke, but it just works so well.
There's also that other joke where the henchmen come to fight him and he's like, no, you see what's going to happen is that you're going to come attack me and then I'm going to take you out like that. And then you're going to attack me next. And then I'm going to do this. So you might as well just run away now. And then the two guys attack him and he does the thing. And the third guy's he's like, see? And the third guy just runs away. Oh no, the third guy just lies on the ground.
I hope we can get him in Austin Powers 4 before he does go. Would be a nice little send-off. I'm not seeing. Let's see here. Caine divides his time between Chelsea Harbour and Wimbledon, London. Well, he lives in the UK, so obviously he's got to go. Lives in London. Doesn't pass smell test. He's married to actress Patricia Haynes from 1954 to 58. They had a daughter, Dominique. He dated Edna Rodney, Nancy Signorata, Natalie Wood, Candice Bergen, Bianca Yeager, Jill St. John, Elizabeth Ursi, Francois Pascal. The man.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think I've ever seen.
He dated all these people.
I don't think I've ever seen someone's dating lists I don't think I've ever seen anyone's dating list on Wikipedia.
That's
like this.
insane though, because he's been married since like 74. So he dated all of those people before that?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine
God
Michael
damn.
Caine having to call each one of these women because he's got a herpes flare up, or he's he's got a herpes scare? It's a long list of people. He's married to actress and model Shakira Bax since 8th of January 1973. They met after Caine saw her in a Maxwell House coffee commercial, and a friend gave him her telephone number. Oh, you know, you know that lady in the Maxwell. I can't do a Michael Caine, but
It's
I
a
just
very
imagine
hard
him.
it's a very hard voice to do.
I just imagine him telling his friend, "I like the girl in the Maxwell coffee."
I like that girl in the commercial.
You know, they don't even drink Maxwell anymore in that house. They drink Folgers, which is bad. Bad. I've had Folgers recently. It's bad.
I
Caine
don't
is
drink
more-
coffee at all. I wouldn't know.
Oh, here's something. In
Ooh,
July
ooh.
2014, Caine was reported to have been a celebrity investor in a tax avoidance scheme called Liberty.
Ooh.
We've got a tax evader, folks.
Hang on. Hang on. He invested in the scheme? It wasn't his
Yes.
scheme.
Yes. He just invests. He's like, oh, but no, he said, oh, oi, that's a good idea. Oi, that's a good idea, mate. I'm blurring the lines between Australian and British. Let's see. 2 months after his mother died, Caine and his younger brother learned from a news report working on mental health article they had an elder half brother, David Burchell. Look, family secrets. Family secrets. David suffered epilepsy and was a wheel. David died in 1992. Caine quit his 80 cigarettes a day smoking habit in the early 1970s.
Jesus Christ.
After a lecture from actor Tony Curtis, Caine is a supporter of the football club Chelsea FC. Caine is also a fan of cricket. Changed his name by deed poll to his longtime stage name to simplify security checks at airports. Caine stated that because the security guard often recognized him but was unaware of his real name, it would waste a considerable amount of time as he tried to prove that he and Maurice Joseph Micklewhite were the same person. Security guard would say, "Hi, Michael Caine," and suddenly I'd given him a passport with a different name on it. I could stand there for an hour, so I changed my name. Much better excuse than Mac. What's his name?
Rob Mack.
Rob Mack. Rob Mack. Look, it's hard for people to say across the pond when I go to talk to my soccer team I bought. Caine suffered a fall on some ice in 2018 and broke his ankle, giving him a walking stick, making him even more British.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Says that.
Rob Mack's excuse was it difficult for people in England to say his name?
Yeah, McElhenney.
It's a Scottish name. If anything, it would be easier for them to say it.
You sound like the Always Sunny sub. They all hate that man. Anything goes wrong. Anything goes wrong with that sub. Anything goes wrong with that show. That
That's
sub is
such
like
a terrible excuse. The people
has-
in the UK can't say my Scottish name.
You sound just like the subreddit. Hell, I posted about that terrible looking faux AI thing they did for the new season, and the first response was, "This has Rob Mack written all over it."
Oh my God.
I mean,
See,
we'll
here's
get
the
back to
thing.
Caine, but it all goes back to because in early interviews for the show, Rob Mack and all of them were like, "Hey, like we just want to get ugly looking and disgusting by like the 20th season and just be disgusting normal people." And around like season 11 or 12, everyone started getting plastic surgery, and so all the chuds that
all
like
of
the
them?
show are
I mean,
like,
Charlie looks the same.
Charlie's always Charlie looks he's starting to go a little gray from the last few things I've seen him
I
in.
think Charlie's fine. DeVito's fine, obviously.
Yeah.
It's the other three.
The other three just look a little. Ooh. Is this Madame Trousseau? Is this Madame Trousseau's? As of 2025, Caine was using a wheelchair for public appearances, including when collecting an award for the Red Sea International Film Festival, the RCIF, if you will. I think he passed. Besides being a tax dodger, I think he. Oh, hold on, political views. It's got
Ooh.
a whole section.
Oh, do it.
He's outspoken about it. His political reviews referring to himself as a left-wing Tory. That's all you need to know. I realized that's not a social, it's a communist country without a dictator. So I left and was never going to come back. Maggie Thatcher came in and put taxes back down. And in the end, you don't mind paying tax. What am I going to do? Not pay tax and drive around a Rolls Royce with, oh God, with cripples begging on the street like you see some countries? I was quoting everybody. I was quoting.
I think you're just saying things that you thought.
I was quoting. I'm not Johnny. I just don't say things. I'm quoting. In favor of Brexit. Oh no. Kane is inspired by Ayn Rand.
Oh, it was going so well for him. It was going so well for him.
The room is spinning. The room is spinning.
Oh no, what a tumble.
Having named his daughter Dominique after a character in her book, The Fountainhead.
Oh.
I don't think but you know what? Just because he likes Ayn Rand, he doesn't pass the smell test.
No, he can't. He can't.
It's one of those things where I was like, "Oh, I think he's good. I think he's good. I think he's good." Rooms. It was literally the Mr. Krabs meme where the room is spinning.
Oh God. It's one of those Spike Lee Dolly moments.
Was it maybe left-wing Tory should have been a giveaway? I don't know. I don't really know London politics.
I don't know much either. I feel like Tory is their right-wing party though.
So then isn't a left-wing Tory an oxymoron?
Maybe he's just a fence sitter.
Hey, we love our fence sitters here at Stand and Watch.
Oh yeah, but you don't love our Ayn Rand.
Michael Caine does not pass the smell test, in case you're
Oh,
wondering.
that's so disappointing.
Oh. What does pass the smell test, though, is our dad-approved letterbox reviews. I've got mine here from AJ, a professional letterboxer who makes a living doing it, apparently. 4.5 stars and a heart, and says, as proper a Sunday movie as there's ever been.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I got a review here from Colin the Dude, who is a patron saint of Letterboxd. Praise be.
Praise be to thee.
Gave this movie 4.5 stars and a heart and wrote, and the Oscar for Best Supporting Mutton Chops goes to
Sean Connery.
Yep.
I can't do his either.
The
Like
name's
people,
the name's Bond. James Bond.
the people who do the accents, the people who do, make a living doing that stuff. I can't do it. Do it.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
The name's Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond. So you can't do it.
The name's Bond. James Bond. Michael Scott.
Michael Scott. So this is my first time seeing this movie. This is a very old movie.
This is
A
also
younger
my
me.
this is also my first time seeing this movie.
Did your dad recommend this one?
No, I put it on the wheel myself because I don't know what I was doing and how I came across the fact, but I came across the fact that this was both of their favorite movies that they ever did, and I thought that intrigues me. And
Do you-
I have been trying to watch more older movies.
They do feel nice compared to what
They
we
do.
get now.
They do.
After seeing the Doomsday trailer, I could definitely just rewatch this movie 10 more times to erase it out of my head.
Yeah.
Do you think Michael Caine brought an Ayn Rand book for Sean Connery on set? Like, here, try this one.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Try this one.
It's tough
It makes
because
sense.
I like Michael Caine, and I like Sean Connery, but Michael Caine likes Ayn Rand, and Sean Connery liked beating women.
Two very problematic things.
Yeah, so I don't know, but this is a good movie.
Would you like Sean Connery if he beat Ayn Rand?
Yes,
Okay, problem solved.
but only Ayn Rand.
But only Ayn Rand. You have to stop
Yeah,
at Ayn Rand.
yeah.
Anything more, and you're a fucking monster. Oh, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble. Let's get to the movie.
This is a fun movie.
This is more of a comedy than I thought it was. And I remember reading stuff about it where like the people, in charge were worried this was reading more comedy. But I think the comedy stuff in it's great.
I think it's really good. I was expecting like a little 70s, early 70s like adventure movie. And it is kind of that, but also not really.
It was reminding me of what was the movie we watched last wheel with the two father-in-laws?
The In-Laws.
It reminded me a bit of the In-Laws. You kind of have,
It is a
I think these characters. I don't really think there's a straight man here. I think these are both.
no, yeah.
They are fish out of waters, but they're also like these eccentric characters, like very exaggerated, like
Mhm.
army or whatever branch they were type. I
They-
do like the movie opens with them pickpocketing a journalist, and then them realizing he's a Freemason.
Yeah, Michael Caine realizes he's a Freemason and is like, "Oh, well, we gotta give him his thing back. We can't steal from a fellow Freemason." So he blames another guy.
The guy that comes on comes onto the train, starts cutting the watermelon and offering it to them.
Yeah, and Michael Caine just throws him off the train.
It's beautiful. It's a
Just-
beautiful moment.
Just throws him off the moving passenger train, and the journalist's like, What's going on?" He's like, "That man tried to steal your watch. Here you go."
And then and then a few moments later, the man's like, "Well, actually, it's been missing since before I got on the train." And Michael Caine, knowing that he's been busted, is like, "Well, I didn't know you were a Mason, so sorry."
Yeah, and then they come back to the guy later because they're like, "Well, let's go tell him our latest scheme and get some supplies from him."
Well, and they're pretending to be journalists at that point, I believe.
Yeah, that was gonna be their scheme. They were gonna pretend to be journalists, to, like rip someone off, but he kind of snitched on them.
They get busted. They about face.
Hats on,
off.
hats
Hats
off.
on. About face. March.
Just-
Just hamming it up. Just fucking Michael Caine hamming it up like I've never seen him before.
Two scams. I don't think I've ever seen Sean Connery ham it up like this.
It makes me want to watch more comedies with either of them in it.
I don't know how many comedies either of them have really been in. Michael Caine's probably been in more than Sean Connery. I'm surprised after this they weren't in more movies together.
They're really This is this the only one they did together?
I think so, which is
That's-
surprising to me because they were very good friends.
That makes me sad because they really there's obviously they're friends because there's chemistry there.
Yeah, but it's also you brought up the In-Laws. It's like why weren't Peter Falk and Alan Arkin in 10 more movies together? Why weren't there?
I think
Why weren't there 10 more Sean Connery, Michael Caine buddy movies?
well, and here's my theory about comedies is I think comedy good comedy is based it's kind of like the Sith in Star Wars. You know how like the Sith have like two?
There's always two.
There's always two. I think with when comedy's in a good spot, there's always two. There's always a duo.
Yeah.
And right now I think that duo goes through I want to say Glenn Powell, but he's kind of all over the place with what he does. I don't know if there's a good duo right now.
I don't think there is.
Because I think for a while the duo was probably Jonah Hill and Tatum, and they had like 3 or 4 movies between the Jump Streets, and they weren't like a duo in those, but in some of those. But yeah, we need to we need a good duo.
Yeah, and comedy's not in a great place right now, theatrically at
No, it's
least.
Regardless of what Twitter says, comedy's not legal right now, folks. If you are caught doing comedy, you will be shot in the streets.
Maybe
watch out.
maybe life would have been different if we had more Sean Connery, Michael Caine buddy movies.
So if you have a cousin that likes to crack wise, maybe keep him inside.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, man, they just immediately they're feeding off each other. I mean, they're marching in they're marching into like an official's office, all hamming it up, about facing and all that.
yeah. And you're right,
And-
there isn't a straight man because they're both the same kind of guy,
They're the same, yeah.
right? They're both just they used to be in the British Army, and this movie takes place in like the 1800s. But
Yeah, so they say some problematic things that folks are not gonna like.
yeah, but it's like 1885 or something. But yeah, so they were in like the British Army, but I don't know if they were discharged dishonorably or the war is just over, but now they're con men.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it was dishonorable.
Yeah, probably.
And yeah, so they're scheming to go up to what is it, Kafiristan, but they have to go through Afghanistan to get there, I believe. Or
Yeah, they have to make this
yeah,
whole journey there. And their plan, first of all, when they tell the guy, the journalist, this plan, he's like, you can't do that. No one's made that journey since Alexander the Great. And I don't remember if it's Kane or Connor. He's like, well, what was so great about him?
they are kind of stupid, aren't they? Just
Yeah.
a bit, just a small tinsy bit of stupid.
Yeah,
And yeah, the character, and I believe that's Plummer's character,
that's
right? The
Plumber.
journalist.
Yeah.
Plummer's like, no white man's ever made that trip except for
Yeah.
Alexander the Great.
Except for Alexander. And they go, who's Alexander? The Great. Why was he so great?
And then he's like, you know, from Greece. He's like, well,
If a Greek
if a
did
Greek
it,
can do it,
yeah, if a Greek
so
did
can
it, so
we.
can we.
And then it cuts to them, and it's not black. Is it blackface?
I don't know. They were kind of,
It's borderline blackface.
it's brown face.
It's brown face. But you cut to it, and you're just like, yeah, it's 70s. It's the 70s, Jake. Forget about it.
Let's not
Forget
forget.
it, Jake. It's the 70s.
I mean, look, even in the Indiana Jones did it too.
He did. You're right. So yeah, they're traveling through Afghanistan. Forget about the blizzard stuff. They survive a blizzard
And an avalanche
and an
in a
avalanche.
cave. There's a great scene where they take out some. I don't remember if they were bandits or if they were just like sheep traders. But they have their little camp set up, and these guys like come to them like they're making a deal. And Michael Caine is eating like some sort like sunflower seeds or something. But he puts a bullet in his mouth. And I'm like, what the hell is he gonna do this for? And he keeps spitting the seeds out, and then eventually he spits the bullet out into the fire, so it distracts the guys, and they beat them all up and steal the sheep.
I forget. I'm blanking on this moment, but yeah, man, I don't know why they thought the comedy stuff was bad in this.
It's good. It's good stuff.
There's eventually they help this group of people with their enemies. I believe
Yeah.
it's Kafiristan. They're helping Kafiristan with their enemies.
Their scheme is to go there and with a bunch of guns.
Mhm.
And because they're former army men or whatever, and they figure these people don't have guns, right? So we'll go there, we'll arm them, we'll help them take out all of their enemies. They will reward us with all these riches, and then we'll get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, it's a pretty cut and dry plan.
Yeah.
And they do a pretty good job. There's a scene early on where they're there and they're trying to teach the men how to use weapons. I think they're teaching them like not a marching song, but like typical marching stuff.
Yeah.
And they can't get everybody to do it at the same time. Everybody's just off note just by a little bit of each other.
Yeah, there's also, I think in that same sequence, like Michael Caine's trying to get one of like them to like stand properly.
Yes.
Cause like it's like, no, your feet go here.
And then later on, the leader offers them booze and then any of his daughters. And they're like, no, we're foregoing alcohol and women. And then he's like,
Yeah.
well, I've also got 37 sons.
Yeah, because they made a pact with each other and signed a contract that they wouldn't have alcohol or women while they were doing this scam.
And then, yeah, so I was watching this at work. And then the one woman throws herself at
Michael
Connery's character.
No, she throws herself at Michael Caine. Yeah.
Is it Kane's character?
She throws herself at Michael Caine, and he's like,
okay.
listen, I can't do it. And then she just takes her clothes off, completely naked in front of him. And he's like, And then Sean Connery walks in and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, thank God you came.
Well, and there's a point earlier in the movie where Sean Connery's kind of getting a conscience, where he's like, I don't think we should be doing this stuff. Like he kind of is like, maybe we ought to dial it in or dial it back. And I think it was before. I think it was before they got with these people, and then after that, it kind of just all takes a back seat to him becoming a god.
Yeah.
Because and it's Kane's character that's pushing him so hard, and then they do the flip where like Connery's character is like, oh no, I'm a god now, and I'm gonna have her for my wife, and Kane's like, oh fuck, we should get out of here. We've taken it too far.
Yeah, Kane's just like, we should get out of here. Like, let's just take the money and run.
What else happened? Anything that I'm
There's a
blanking?
there's a great gag where they help so they go to the one little village, um, where I believe the leader's name is Uta.
Yes,
Something maybe I don't remember, but I think it's Uta. And like
I'm
they're
looking to see if they mention it.
because he's the one they're going to help conquer his enemies.
Yes.
And he's the head of this village that's kind of like the laughing stock. The one guy explains to them like, they come, they attack us, they piss downstream into the
Mhm.
water we drink, and like so this guy's like, we'll help you, and then he's like, great, and then I'll become Uta the Terrible or whatever, right? Like, they'll fear me. And there's a great gag because when they come here, they're like when they help him first by, like, killing the bandits that are attacking to prove that, like, they'll help, and then there's a great setup of some of the villagers are playing soccer with a skull,
Mhm.
and then they help him conquer, the one city, and then there's more villagers playing with a skull, and then they go to attack the big town, and Sean kinda gets hit by the arrow and everybody stops, they think he's a god, right, on both sides, Uta's people and the people they were attacking, and they let Sean Connery in, they're like, "You're our god now, you're our leader," and then it cuts to some more people playing soccer with a skull, and like, whose skull are they playing with? Because 'Cause they're like, "Oh, yeah, we've united all the tribes under you as the king," right? Like, "Oh, well, whose skull are they playing with?" "Uta's." It's a good gag.
This is also a good there's like a big battle with one of those towns as you mentioned, and it's
Yeah.
just one of those ones where if you're looking around, you can kind of see some of the doubles farting around. Ever since Dark Knight Rises, I always like, oh, big battle. Let's watch people miss punches. Let's watch people just kind of standing there. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What else? Anything you disliked about this?
I think my biggest complaint, and maybe it's nitpicking, because this is a 2-hour movie. This is like right 2 hours, which is a good length. I think it's like 2 hours and 2 minutes. I did find that Sean Connery becomes the king, right? They think he's the god. He's like, this is great. We'll steal, they give us all this treasure. We'll hang back for a bit until the season's like back to spring or whatever, and then we'll take it all and go. And he's the king. He's doing his king duties. And then I feel like it like very quickly progresses to, no, I'm gonna stay here. I'm their king. I'm their god.
Yeah, it happens very quick.
It's basically like in between scenes. It happens.
I'm not a fan of the the nonlinear storytelling going on here. Like the Kane's character coming in all like just like basically just like a complete shell of himself and telling the story of what happened. And I'm like, we don't really need that. Just start at the beginning, and then we get to Kane being an old, beat up old man at the end. I don't really need him in. I don't really need him in the room telling the story to the. And it's weird because it's narrated by Plummer's character. Everything's narrated by Plummer's character
That's
anyway, but
true.
it's done through the Kane telling him a story. So it's like, wait a minute, wouldn't Kane be the narrator?
Yeah, I didn't.
So
I
it just
didn't. I didn't even notice that.
it threw me off just a little bit. Like, wait a minute, why is he narrating? Get the fuck out of here. And then there's just a complete tone shift at the end. Tone shift? Tone shift. It sounds weird saying it out loud right now. Yeah, there's a tone shift at the end where they kill Connery. It's just it feels so out of left field where it's like, no, we're just gonna chop this bridge down and kill him.
I mean, he did get what was coming to him.
He did. He did.
I did like they did like this is a movie where these characters are two very bad people. They're really likable because it's Sean Connery and Michael Caine, but they do get what's coming to them.
What it makes me wonder, so you show Connery falling to his death from a bridge. I guess you're avoiding an R rating. What was it even rated? Was it rated R? I don't even know. But I guess you're avoiding an R rating by not crucifying Michael Caine.
Yeah, he mentions that they crucified him for like a day. They only
So-
let him.
so
They let
maybe-
him go.
So maybe opening with him being all beat up was their way of like, he was crucified, but we'll tell instead of show that because we don't want the ratings people coming after us.
Yeah, because he ends up as just like a street beggar.
Yeah. Beat the hell up. He had to go down into that gorge to get that skull though.
Yeah,
He wasn't beat up enough to do that. Or he had somebody do it for him. Otherwise, I really enjoyed this, and we should watch. I was just eating up the scenery of the mountains, or when it would change to like a matte. Is it a matte painting or a foliage? What's the
a matte
term?
matte painting.
Yeah, the backdrops.
Yeah,
it's something we don't do anymore.
no, it's even on just shooting on location is something we don't really do anymore.
On location, what is that?
Nobody
Huh?
seems to know.
Who?
On location, is that the new name for the volume?
On location sounds like a behind the scenes Hollywood like magazine. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else about
Michael
man
Caine.
who
Michael
would be
Caine.
king?
Michael Caine's character his name is Peachy Carnahan, and I just
Good
think
name.
that's great.
Good name. And Peachy would go off on a spiel, and Sean Connery's character would be like, "Hey, Peachy!" Like just someone yelling Peachy.
That's great. It's
It's
good
great.
stuff. Movies used to
just
have
great.
movies used to have characters named Peachy Carnahan.
And now it's just
We've
Kurt, sad
done-
man.
We've gone wrong. We've gone wrong.
We don't make the movies anymore, guys.
No.
It's all TikToks. It's all TikToks.
Yeah, we got to watch more of these old movies. They're nice. They're just nice.
More old movies. More old movies on the wheel. I agree. Like A Boy and His Dog.
I'm talking older. Let's get more 70s
Yeah, A
movies.
Boy and His Dog
More
is from the 70s.
Is it? Fuck.
Yeah. We gotta watch Doctor Strangelove.
We should. We should watch
Gotta
that
watch
before
that one to get ready.
Digger.
Before Digger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I gave this 4.5 on Letterboxd. I'd stick with that.
I think I gave it a 4, but I was really debating between 4 and 4.5. And I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay. How much of a dad movie? I'm afraid to ask. I think it's just 100%. But what are you thinking?
I think it probably is 100%.
Yeah, dads see old movies. This is probably on the TCM channel.
Yeah. The thing about dads is it doesn't matter what era a dad is from. They love old movies.
There's just something about it where it's like, oh fuck, someone
Like,
who's
it's
dead
great.
on my screen.
It's great. Just the way they
Sit down,
look.
honey.
Just the way they look with the grain.
Everybody looks aged. Everyone doesn't have filler.
Everybody's got real teeth. Sean Connery is bald.
Everyone's got yellow fucking teeth, and you're just like, man, we used to age. We used to let people age.
Do you remember when movie stars used to be allowed to go bald?
Who was the last movie star we let go bald? Was it Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. I mean, Statham was already going bald.
Statham shaves his head.
I know, but before that, like he was
Yeah.
before he started fully shaving it, he was already going bald and like the Italian job. Ray
I forgot he was
Fiennes,
in Ram,
he's gone bald.
maybe.
But how much is he a
Yeah.
movie star or is he just like a really good actor everybody loves?
We can count him. We can
Okay.
count him.
Ray Fiennes.
But yeah, we need to let our actors age again.
Yeah, Sean Connery's just rocking the horseshoe.
And you know what? I bet he still looks good as a corpse.
He probably does. Incredible
Probably
incredible mutton
probably
chops.
looks more alive than some of the working actors right now.
Yeah. So dads love old movies. I think dads love Michael Caine. They love Sean Connery. They love a buddy movie, a double act. I think they love an adventure, like a globe-trotting adventure.
I think it's all positive. I can't think of a
I
negative.
can't think of anything dads wouldn't like. Dads love a movie about two scamps.
Dads love a good scheme.
They love a good scheme. Dads like movies that take place in historical times. This takes place in
Yes.
the 1800s.
I think of dads and I think of people who like watching movies set in a desert who think that they can survive the desert. They're like, "Oh no, here's what I would do."
It's 2 hours,
2 hours.
good length. There's a train.
Oh, dads love trains, especially if they're train dads.
Yeah, it's a passenger train, and because it's from the 1800s, it's like a nice one.
If I ever become a train dad, put me down.
You like train?
Nothing against the train dads. Nothing against them.
You mean Train Dreams dad?
I want to be a train dreams dad, actually. Riding. No, I don't. I don't want to be. That would be a terrible dad to be. I don't want that. No.
Why? You get to live in a cabin?
By yourself for 50 years.
Yeah, will you be all sad because your family's gone?
Dead. You get to experience flight in 50 years though, so that's nice.
I mean, you could be the William H. Macy of it, just shouting orders at people.
Shouting orders and then getting crushed by a tree limb.
Yeah.
He was robbed. 100% dad movie.
Yeah, I can't think of anything dads wouldn't enjoy about this.
You know who I wish would get crushed by a tree limb? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The IMDb goofball who likes to watch a movie and find something pedantic in this said movie to complain about and write up a little spiel about it on IMDb, the
Every
Internet
time.
Movie Database for the layman out there.
Yeah, and it's always Neil every single time for every single movie. If you're one of the listeners, be like, wait a minute, I sometimes do that. It wasn't you. It was Neil deGrasse Tyson, and also, fuck you.
Fuck you. Neil reads all those, and then he's like, well, I agree with this, but it's mine now.
Yeah.
So you may be submitting something, but it's not actually yours going through.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But also, if you're submitting something, fuck you.
Fuck you. What you got?
To get to Kyrgyzstan, they would go through the Khyber Pass and turn north. But when they leave the caravan, they turn left in the wrong direction.
Did this asshole have a compass
I'm going to
while they
quote.
were walking?
I'm going to quote the great Ridley Scott. Were you there? No? Then shut the fuck up.
He had another one while we were gone. While the last few days that Matt Damon said. I think I sent it to you, right?
You sent it to me where when he didn't want to do The Martian because he had just been in Interstellar and thought people it would be too similar, and Ridley Scott said to him, "Nobody gives a shit."
I love this man.
I love him. I love him. He's one of my idols at this point.
I'm just, you know what? Anything I do from now on, I'm just thinking, would Ridley Scott say or do this? If it's the answer is yes, then I go with it.
I always think
go with Scott.
whenever I see somebody say something, I'm like, would Ridley Scott tell this person to fuck off?
I've applied it to social media stuff now, where if I read something, I'm just like, fuck off, fuck off.
I
Shut
love
the
him.
fuck up.
I love him so much. I feel like I've probably said this before on the podcast, but I just love how all of his contemporaries are like, oh, I have so little time left. You know, life is fleeting. I have to make with it what I can. And Ridley Scott's just like, fuck you, I'm making 6 more movies. I'm gonna live forever.
I love this man. I
He's just
fucking love this
he's
man.
just making movie after movie. He's not dwelling on anything. He's like, this is my next movie. Fuck you. I'm making another one after this. Fuck you.
We need to watch more Ridley Scott. When Billy Fish describes potential enemies, he mentions pissing downstream when bathing as the grievance. He should say upstream.
Fuck off.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's for you, buddy.
Yeah.
It's for you. Do you have a dad joke?
Yes.
What you got?
You know, I was watching this movie and you know, Michael Caine and Sean Connery as a pair together really felt like there was a bond between them.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Do you have a dad joke?
I was trying to think of one on the limb here. No, I do not. I'm not gonna wing it.
Yeah.
Something about just dessert. There you go.
Something
with
about
that.
something about just dessert.
Just desert.
All right, it's time to spin the wheel.
Spinning that wheel. Making good progress on this wheel.
Yeah. My dad keeps asking when he's going to be on the show, and I told him that he can come on for our 500th episode.
Our
He's-
500th episode?
Yeah, I told him you just got to wait probably about 6 years.
500, yeah, 500 will probably take 10 years.
Well, each
If
show
we do an episode a week, he might be dead before we hit 500.
we do one episode. We've reached 100. So
We're at 100.
We've passed 100. We one a week, 52 a year. So we only
That's
need
8 years. That's like 8 years. 6 years.
400 more. So 50, 100, 50, 300. Oh yeah, 8 years. 8 years they'll come on the show.
No. No. You give that man like a list of movies and see what he picks. And we'll put it on the wheel.
Look, he always gives me a list of movies.
But you give him a list.
Oh, you want me to give him a look? Look, if he comes on, and I know he's listening to this, and he's gonna come to me, okay, like days after this airs, and I won't remember this conversation because this will air like 2 weeks after we've recorded it. But he's gonna come to me and be like, "Listen, you got to let me on the show. I got to be on the show."
I never remember what we say in these episodes, but I will say, as someone with a dead dad, let your dad on the fucking podcast.
If he's gonna come on, it's got to be for us. It can't just be for any episode. It has to be a milestone episode.
I agree. It has to be a milestone episode.
250.
250?
200.
That's still 2 years away.
150.
Your dad being on it is what makes it special.
No, but he can't just be like, oh, it's just a random episode with Matt's dad. No, come on, it's got to be an event.
No, your dad is the event, is what I'm saying. We don't have to wait for some number. When we're at 200, we should just do an episode where we get hammered and just shit talk whatever movie we just watched.
Next Father's Day, we'll do a special Father's Day episode.
Wow, a whole year. All right.
Wow, really? You can't wait a year?
No, get this man. He's asking now.
He'll still be asking then.
He's asking now that you know of.
Oh, he's gonna be asking me on his deathbed. When am I gonna come on the show? When am I gonna come on the show?
You're waiting for him to flatline to be like, Dad, come on the show. He makes a miraculous recovery.
I was faking it the whole time.
I'm just saying. Show him the movies left on the wheel that we have right now.
No, he's not coming on this wheel. He's not coming on this wheel.
Someone's keeping his dad from the show.
Half of this wheel are movies he picked. He can't come on. He can't come on for his picks. He's got to come on for somebody else, for something else.
A boy and his dog.
No.
And you have to watch it together too.
Nope.
Ugh.
In the words of Cartman, no,
That's
no,
pretty special. That's a movie we've been teasing for the last 3 years,
no,
3 years, 2 years,
no,
however long.
no, no. Okay, let me
Nee.
spin this wheel.
Spin this fucking wheel. But you know what? If we keep talking about your dad coming on for an episode, it'll make it more. The more we talk about it this season, the more it'll make it special when it eventually happens.
Oh
Double feature?
no, it's Resident Evil, but it was
Resident.
almost.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that movie, but it was almost Monty Python.
Okay, this is timely. This will be out just in time for the movie. Actually,
Will it? When does that movie come
I-
out?
comes out in August, like mid-August.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, I I was actually surprised. My theater for the trailers going to see the Odyssey that it was back to back. It was the Street Fighter movie, which looks great. Besides that mustache motherfucker, that's kind of a bitch being in it. And then
What mustache?
yeah, they played the
motherfucker?
Resident. They played that first Resident Evil trailer right behind it.
I
When
just
was that movie?
got.
2002.
What did I get? I got Dune, Spider-Man, and some movie with Brad Pitt and a dog.
I was disappointed because they played the newer Dune trailer, and I wanted them to play the first Dune trailer that has the chant because it really goes when it picks up. Ah man, Dune 2 is my first IMAX movie, so I kind of have a special place with Dune right now. I had only seen the first movie on my phone, and I went out to see my friend in LA, and he's like, "We're going to go see Dune 2."
Do you think?
So
Do you think for Dune the Academy is going to pull a Lord of the Rings and give them all the awards they didn't get for the other two?
I could see it happening. I
Or
honestly could see it. It'll be it. You know what? It'll be a blockbuster Oscars. It'll be between Dune and the Odyssey.
you think?
I think that'll the Oscars will like be chomping at the bit, and they'll see this as like their opportunity to boost their ratings, especially after I think they saw a ratings dip this year.
Do
So they'll be like, yeah, the Odyssey versus Dune. And I love that Dune is coming out the same day as Doomsday, 'cause I think Dune is gonna eat Doomsday's lunch.
do you think Digger's going to be in there at all?
I think Cruise will get a nom.
Yeah. Do you think it? Because the way I see it, and who knows, maybe Digger is a disaster, but I think it's probably between Cruz and Damon, right?
Yeah. Well, and looking and the movie's still not out, but looking at Digger, you know what I was getting Mickey 17 vibes as well. So I was getting Doctor Strangelove, but I was also getting Mickey 17 vibes, which
Really?
Mickey 17 is not like the worst movie in the world, but it's like it was very on the nose. But also
I was mostly just
it's
getting strange. Yeah, Doctor Strangelove is also very on the nose.
I don't know, we'll see. I think if anything, those two blockbusters will get like a lot of noms, especially Dune, like in like the artistic categories.
Yeah.
And then I think Nolan hasn't won for best director, right?
Yeah, he did.
When did he? Was that
Oppenheimer.
That's right, Oppenheimer. So I think he'll get the noms, but he won't win because he's so fresh off of that Oppenheimer, like basically fucking sweep almost.
It was a clean sweep for him.
So I think Dune will come away from it looking very pretty, and then Digger will take like some like it'll probably take lead. Though Timothy has also been in line for a few years now too.
Yeah.
But I could see Cruise as being a career because he doesn't have a. Does he have an acting Oscar?
Cruz? No, he has an honorary one. That's it.
So I could see them doing a career one for him
Yeah.
because Chalamet is still pretty young.
I could see them doing a career one for Damon too. He doesn't have one for acting.
But was he ever nominated? Was he nominated for The Martian?
He's been nominated for acting, but so has Cruz. But
Yeah, man. I think
neither of
that
them have won. Damon's
I think
one.
that
Damon has one for Good Will Hunting for the screenplay. That's it.
I think this Oscar is going to be a fucking bloodbath, and I'm kind of excited for it. And Conan's hosting again.
I love Conan. Do you think here's the real dark horse? Do you think they nominate Tom Holland for supporting actor?
I don't think so. I think he disappears in that movie. Honestly,
Really?
I think he disappears. Like Not in a sense that like I'm one of those like idiots. It's like, well, he disappeared for like 40 minutes at a time. No, like I think anytime he's on scene with Bernthal, like I was more interested in what Bernthal was doing. Anytime he was on the screen with Hathaway, I was more interested in what Hathaway was doing. I think he ultimately just I think he kind of disappears in it.
I think he was doing good subtle work.
I will say I liked his good subtle work, and I was sitting there thinking like, why can't he be Bond? I was thinking, I was like, why can't he just be Bond? Like, come
No,
on.
he can't. He can't be Bond.
He could be Bond.
No, look at him.
He could be Bond. He could be a young fuckboy Bond.
The name's Bond, James Bond. It's me,
The name's
Tom.
Bond.
It's me.
James Bond.
It's me, Tom Holland.
Hello, Mum. But look, do that. Look. Zendaya is eating his lunch, and I think he's okay with not being the breadwinner. I think he's okay with that. I'm not the breadwinner in my house, and I'm okay with that.
I think the problem with Tom Holland, I've said this before, Tom Holland's a song and dance man.
Bond is very song and dance, as
I
in
think,
he's the same
like,
song and
a
dance.
movie like The Odyssey is great for those types of actors. Song and dance men love to be in historical epics,
They love their poetry.
right? Get this man in a musical.
Musicals are dead, though.
No, they're not.
The theatrical musical, like what was the last theatrical musical
The
that was
greatest show
successful?
was
I
it
guess that Wonka one.
the
Was that
Greatest
Wonka
Showman?
one successful?
The Wonka one did do very well. The Greatest Showman did incredibly well.
The Greatest Showman. I really disliked that one.
I don't know it's a bad movie, but it did really well. Wicked.
By the way, with Resident Evil, I'm sad to inform everybody that it is not streaming anywhere.
That can't be true.
Very surprising.
Surely that can't be true.
Wicked, yeah, I guess Wicked was, but Wicked. I'm saying like true, like it's not being adapted from a musical. It's like true. Hey, this is a movie that's got music in it that is a musical. I mean, if they wanted to do, what else could he be in? I still think make him Bond. That might be my worst take ever. But
I like Tom Holland, and that's your worst
stand
take
by it.
ever.
I prefer him. I prefer him over every other Spider-Man.
Never mind, that's your worst take ever. All right, well, if you live in Canada, God's country, you can watch Resident Evil on Crave, Paramount Plus, or Hollywood Suite.
I love this movie. They did a real good job of catching the vibe on this one.
I like all of these Resident Evil movies. I'm just gonna flat out say
I'm not a big fan of 2 because the
Two-
way that
I don't like 2. 2 is the worst one to me because 2 is the one where they were like, okay, let's try to actually adapt the game storyline. You could tell they didn't give a shit.
2 has what's his name from Mad Men in it.
It does. Jared Harris.
It does. The no, what I hate about 2, and then I know we need to mosey on out. But what I hate about 2 is that 1 sets it up to be this very scary, eerie movie that's going to be very scary and eerie, and the 2 comes out, and it's action. It's an action movie, and it was right around the same time as Resident Evil 4 was changing the tone. I mean, the scariest part about 2 is when the journalist gets eaten by the children.
Look, here's my opinion. People always say, oh, the movies are action, too much action. And, a lot of people say, oh, Resident Evil 4 moved the series more into action. Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil, ends with you shooting a tyrant with a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
These were always action games.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree because nobody looks back at that first game and is like, man, that missile, that rocket launcher you shoot at the tyrant, best part of the game.
Look, every Resident Evil game follows a very basic structure of the first half, you're under-equipped, and then by the second half of the game, you are John Wick.
I'll agree with that.
I think every Resident Evil game is as much an action game as it is a horror game. The whole time. Like, it's never been pure horror. It's always been action horror.
I think the emphasis on like the fact that the game, those early games were pre-rendered and had the camera placement and everything. That was like the key feature. I know people look back and like, oh, I hate those cameras, but that was what made Resident Evil. And then on top of that, like the settings being really good, almost being characters to themselves, which it looks like Krieger's kind of playing with, like with his movie. We'll see, but yeah, man, I wasn't a big fan of the action shift either. So I get it that it's always kind of been there, but also I don't need Leon firing off "Where's everybody going?" bingo as he's shooting people in the head.
Man, roundhouse kicks people.
You know what? He used to make me so mad I would just shoot into the water until the was it the Las Plagas or whatever that fish is called would eat you.
Somebody's got to send him to Taylor Farms.
We gotta get this virus out of here. It's making everybody's butts brown. It's called the brown virus. Leon, we have to save these Taco Bell eaters.
It's not just Taco Bell eaters at this point, is it?
No, it's Taylor Farms.
Anyone that gets their produce from Taylor Farms.
Taylor Farms has produced the brown virus. We have to eradicate it. Everyone's pooping their pants.
God, I can't imagine. What's it like to live in a country where you have no Food and Drug Administration anymore? Just no.
I mean,
just not a single organization in your country cares about what's in the food that people here are eating. Who gives a shit?
who gives a shit? Go have your Taco Bell, you fat fuck.
Taco Bell found out the cause before your government.
They've got a crack team, okay?
Taco Bell. What are you doing over there? The Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's got butt experts, okay? They've got labs where they're like, we need to see what these butts are producing off of our food.
Like Taco Bell was on it. Like, what's causing this? Like, where did this come from? Meanwhile, the FDA is like, is something happening?
Yeah, man. Ain't it? It's the end. I kind of feel like Odysseus at the end of the Odyssey. He's looking around at everything like, yeah, it really is over, isn't it?
It's never been more over.
The Bronze Age is over. What's this age right now?
The Brown Age?
Are we in? Well, we're heading into the Brown Age. We're exiting the Information Age into the Brown Age, where everyone's just shitting their pants.
Well, look, at least those of us who would like to be like Odysseus can at least go Jason Bourne on some dudes before it ends.
We do still have our guns down here, so that's pretty neat.
By the hand of Zeus, it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah. I was gonna sneak in some Odyssey talk, but we've already gone on too long.
Yeah. See you later, folks. Tell your friends, tell your family, whatever you do, don't tell your mother.